Guys, what's going on? Saul here. It's been a while, a very long time since I went live, but now that I got everything set up, hopefully everything is working good. So the reason why I'm jumping back in here is because, believe it or not, I'm signed up for a second FUT procedure next week, and I want to put this out there before I go and get that done. In case you guys have any questions, let me know. Maybe I'll be able to get back to them in some sort of video form or something. But yeah, it just reminds me of the first time I got it done. It was pretty exciting, and I just wanted everything to be recorded and documented for you guys meticulously. So second time around, hopefully it will be also helpful, maybe even better, who knows. But some people are surprised that I'm actually getting a second one, and there's a variety of reasons. So that's why I'm making this video. And when I got the first hair transplant, it's not like I automatically thought, okay, I'm gonna get another one. I waited it out, and I just kind of saw how everything went. And then the last year or so, maybe, then the thought of getting another one creeped into my mind. So it wasn't something that I had already pre-decided before the first one. I think you should give your first hair transplant a chance before you go already planning a second one. So I think part of it is, by the way, I'm wearing my hair like this this certain way on purpose today. I'll explain a little bit more later. But I think part of it was just that it had been so long. So I got it 2018 in March, and now it's been about 3.5 years. I think part of the issue is that you get used to things. So even though I was ecstatic and over the moon going from bald, if you guys have seen some of those photos that I put up where I basically had no hair on top. I was essentially bald. I had to cut everything super short. Going from that to this, even though I was elated, over the moon, ecstatic about it, after a year, after like 2 or 3 years, you get used to it. And I don't want to say you forget what it was like being bald, but I guess it's easy to overlook that and just think, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I had just a little something more. Now the thing about my hairline is that I didn't think, I don't even want to say this because I know people online are just, they're too, I don't know what the word is, but my hairline wasn't perfect, and I'm not a perfectionist, so I didn't want it to be perfect, and I don't think any hair transplant really is perfect. But I will come up close here to show you guys my hairline, and I wanted to do this video soon because the daylight is fading fast here where we are in Thailand. But let's pull the curtain back. Let's pull the hair back so you can see in the front. I think is the most decent part of the hairline, and that's fine. The issue is that it goes higher and higher back here, and you can see I kind of mask it down with my bangs a little bit, but it goes it goes a bit higher. You can see that. So that's why it's kind of still high on the side. And here, that light flickering thing is kind of bad. Let me see if I can turn on these lights, if they will help any. Yeah, I probably should tested this beforehand, but we're live. And then here is the other one. Now, before, to be honest with you, I would avoid parting my hair right here because that is the weakest and highest point of my hairline. So I would kind of, I don't know, move it to the side or move it even up a little. I would do things to get around it, but now I'm kind of like, whatever. My hairline is what it is, and it's just I kind of just accepted it. But that one thing bothered me, and that's why I say it wasn't perfect. Not that it was supposed to be. And like I've mentioned before, I think they did as good a job as you possibly could have with the first hair transplant. I have some photos here I want to show you guys. Keep in mind this new live, streaming thing, that setup that they've given, is a little bit more challenging for me because, I'm not at the 1,000 marks, so I can't do it from my phone anymore. And they've taken a lot of the features and they've changed it. So it seems like it's barely usable for me at this point. But anyway, so that's why I'm going to throw these photos on the phone. Are they backwards? Anyways, so Actually, one of them was the thumbnail. So that one you saw is one of the photos that I got from the doctor. And let's just, oh, is that a live photo? Anyways, let's swipe it. So you can see here where the lines are. They're just gonna mainly fill on the sides. They're not gonna bring the hairline down from where it is. It's gonna stay there. They're just gonna thicken it up where it already is, mainly in the front. And then on the sides, it's gonna be like balanced. So it's not gonna go as far up, as it used to. So that is the plan. And that's a slightly better view right there. And yeah, so that's what we're working with, and that's from the consultation that I recently got from Dr. Pat. So I'm going to the same clinic. I didn't really want to switch. I think if they did such a good job the first time, then I think it's wise to go back, to the same clinic. And that's part of the reason, actually, it just reminded me of why I wanted to get a second one done, is because they did such a good job the first time. It's like, wow, if they did that, with just, one procedure going from bald to this, imagine what they can do going from this to, okay, just filling up a little bit on the sides, maybe strengthening, the frontal portion of the hairline. I think, yeah, good work. Obviously, you get, people come back. So I'm definitely one of those. I did actually, believe it or not, write a few notes here. So I just want to check if I'm going through all of them. The other thing was that, so like I said, you get used to, many things, including like, I guess the nice things in your life, you could say. And for me, I did get used to having this hair. But at the same time, I think most of us, you're always looking for ways to improve. So whether that be with your fitness or your finances or your hairline. For me, I was like, after 3.5 years, I'm looking to move things forward, and this could be just one small thing to help me in that general direction that I'm leaning towards. Just having a hairline that I'm a little happier with personally. Um, Two more things that I have here written down. Hair coloring. I colored my hair once or twice, but I found that I didn't really like coloring my hair because of this weak spot here. So, like I said, because it's so high, I thought, it doesn't look right because there's something. Okay, now bear with me if this is just an error in my thought process or I'm overthinking it. But typically, if you have colored hair, you have good hair. You have strong hair. So I don't know if people with receding hairlines or who are bald, of course not, they don't color their hair. Coloring your hair is something that is, from what I see, or in my opinion, reserved for the rich in hair, not in money, but the rich in hair. So I think if I wanted to color my hair, maybe first I should focus on getting the strong hairline first. Now that's just, I guess a peripheral benefit. It's not the main thing because it's not like, that's my main objective is to color my hair. No, but it's something nice on the side that I think I could do later, and something that I experimented with after my first FUT transplant that I wasn't 100% comfortable with. So that's just another reason is about the coloring. If you're gonna have your hair colored, you gotta have great hair, very good hair. Last thing on the menu, and this, I don't like talking about this topic, but since it's at the end of the video and it's just us, as far as I was having a chat with some friends, and we were talking about dating aspects. So of course, when it comes to hair and weight and just your general appearance, obviously that's going to have a big impact on your dating, life aspects, whatever. Now, the interesting thing about it though is here in Thailand, the dynamic is different. So I have some friends, actually I have a lot of friends, and they are, let's just say they're Western, but not only Western, because I guess so am I, they're Caucasian. Now, if that's the case, you get a lot of bonus points in Thailand for being, let's just say white. That's probably an easier, more accurate term. But you get a lot of bonus points. And so, another example is if you are tall, you get a lot of bonus points. That applies anywhere. That's not just Thailand. So let's just say there are different categories you can get points from. But yeah, definitely being an international person, visibly foreign, or as they say, farang, like a white person here in Thailand, is going to help you a lot if you're, white. And anyways, I think you guys get the point that I'm trying to make. Now, I was telling my friend I don't get points for being visibly foreign or white. Of course not. If anything, I'm looking so much like a local here. It's not even funny. Some days it works against me. I don't get points, for being. I'm not short, but I'm definitely not tall. So I think for me, it's especially important to maximize my general appearance. Because, like I said, if you're not, hitting some other categories, then you want to make the most of what you have, I guess, is another way of looking at it. That's just my opinion. That one is highly subjective, probably the most subjective out of all of them, but that's just another consideration and point of view. I wanted to bring it to you guys from the way I see it. Anyways, that's about all of the reasons that I had here for why I'm getting a second FUT. Actually, this one, it's not only FUT, they're going to do a little bit of FUE as well. So it's going to be like a combo procedure. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, I will update you guys on all of the news, the particulars, and get back to your questions, hopefully in a video form if I can. But like I said, it's next week. I'm pretty excited. It's been a while since we've done this. So any questions, let me know, guys. It was good getting back in touch because I haven't been as regular on the live streams, but hopefully maybe we can get back into it. Anyways, the last thing I'll leave with is I'm not big on the, saying subscribe or trying to do all this, things. But if you guys do want to catch up, I think actually Instagram is the best place for, us to connect, for you guys to see on the day-to-day life how, my hair transplant has changed. I will guarantee you from before I had the hair transplant to now, just my social interactions are so much different. And I would say, but that's for a whole nother video or maybe something I've already touched on. Anyways, let's leave it there, guys. Good to see everyone. Take care.